Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a risk disclosure. Please stop the video and read it. This is just an educational, and uh, please be careful. There is a risk in the future trading, and our videos here are typically for education purposes only. If you would like to follow the signals, please follow the signals on SIM. We're not responsible for your trades. For the ones don't know the system, as an example, we have an ES signal buy entry. The entry price is 278475. The target is 2791. This comes with the three different automated trade: ATM strategy, and fully automated. At the moment, we are using an ATM, and then you can see from the last entry signal how many ticks into the profit. As an example, the YM entry is 25937, target 25967, 24 ticks, and this is a total. Our market analyzers are based on one lot, one target, and on the charts we are using two, but you can use one if you want to. But right now we are using an ATM because I like to move the trailing stop and the stop loss. But you can use the fully automated. You don't have to worry about it. And then you can see, based on one contract, we are 134 ticks into the profit, 1,150, and you can see the 6E and the CL. They are down 5 ticks and 4 ticks. The same apply for the Forex. You have a sell and a buy entry. You have an entry target, and then you have a target numbers. Right now we are 122 pips into the profit, and this is your. And then we have the Japanese, the British pound target hit, and the U.S. Japanese target hit. So this is you can use for Forex, stocks, and future trading. And then here on the controller here at the right left bottom corner here, it is your swing trading, and we will be covering the swing trading also, and cover what we have done. Most of them started around 8 o'clock, 8:30, and now we are some of them already hit the target based on one target, one trade, and we will cover that. But before we do that, normally I like to show you to see what's going on the market in general. And this is the best way to look at the market at the beginning of the session to see where we are in that market. Are we today we're gonna have a volatility or we have a breakout? So that's why we don't need to do anything. Just look at the 15 minutes chart, and as you see, those signals here hit right into the price, and then we have a buy entry. So we know now on the higher time frame we have a buy entry, and there is nothing stopping the ES. We use the ES because it's using the 500 stocks, so ES is the best signal for the market to see how is this market going and where is this market running. But right now we are coming in, and we are climbing from 278,575, and the probability we're going to be projected from the 88.75. This is your zone. So plus on top of that, those are the yellow colors. Those yellow colors, once the markets start going to those yellow lines, that means the long trades is not valid anymore. That's why you see right now this market is flirting with that number. The probability is going to cross that number, and it's going to be projected from the 88.75. Those are less than $1 a day for your zones. And if we look a little bit more on the 3 minutes, if you want to magnify what's going on, it's telling the same story. 89.25 89, and then the target and the probability hitting the target, because it's a Friday today, is not unusual for a Friday to hit a little bit above the normal. um, as we see right now, even on the pullback, we have a major support areas here. So this is a re-entry point at 2784. This is a perfect re-entry. There is a lot of major supports into those area. So there is nothing gonna happen to the ES except we are going to practice a lot of pullback, but this market is holding very well. On the NASDAQ, we are already hit the target on the NASDAQ. And on the YM, we are already hit the target on the YM. As you see, the YM here hit the target, right in target at 25. That's why the position was closed once it hit the target. And it follows by the reversal signal, and that it is come in right in line. And then now the market is facing on the YM a major support area, and the probability is going to stay on those level, and there is no short trade. Again, there is no short trade. It's only based on a pullback re-entry, and I don't see the market is taking a different direction at the moment. So we will see what will happen. If we look at some of those, the new auto trade on the NASDAQ 1 minute, it's already hit the target. And if we look, we started the auto trade around 8:30, and the first trade on the Nasdaq at 8:30, we hit daily target is 500, and we hit 480. If you want to count the slippage, you want to count commission, that will end up with 480. We can go through all the swing trading and automated trading. But I'm trying to show this a new auto trade. Let me see. Also, we have a lot of trades still open. If you want to look at the Nasdaq again on the swing trading, it is a total different. Now we had a losing trade, and then we entered the market, and we are around $400 to that trade on the Nasdaq. So we will be covering very soon the swing trading, and the for the DAX is right away. For the DAX traders is already all of them hit on one trade. Even when you start around 832, this is the first DAX. Also, if you see, took that trade, beautiful, nice, easy. On that auto trade, it takes one trade and then get it over with 440. All of them in the same story. It is extremely powerful on the DAX, and this is a DAX trade. For the ones that like to use a 13 range, as you see, this one here is a 13 range. When you are using a 13 range, you are cutting off a lot of noises in the market. So on the smaller time frame, we are using 500. Only on the 13 range, we are using 1,000. So if you see on the 13 range, we already hit the 1,000. And then if we look at the 150 ticks, this is the new auto trade T7. Also one trade, all of them has hit the market immediately. That's what I love about the DAX. Fast movement, good. What you can make in minutes on the DAX, it takes forever to do on any other instruments. So a bit busy, but what I will do today, I have explained to you what's going on in the market, and again, I will go through the ES one more time, and then you can follow it if you want to. You're very welcome to copy our signals. We have nothing, and you can copy those signals. And as long as at your own risk, we're just trying to help. Again, folks, we are extremely busy today, but let me cover again the basics so you can follow the steps by yourself. And if I have time, I will be more than glad to highlight some of the things here. Again, you can follow any of those signals here. As you see here, we have a buy entry at 278475, target 2791. On the YM, we have a buy entry at 25937, target 25967. We are 31 ticks into the profit. Again, if we want to look one more time, please. Again, if we are want to look what those institutional people doing, very simple, very easy, very accurate, and we are coming into the critical area on the ES. The probability today, the ES is gonna go ahead here. There is a lot of support areas here. There is a lot of major support areas. So the ES, in order for that ES to break every thick wall we have here, then there is a major number here is to the 2778. For that ES to penetrate all those numbers here, all those levels, it requires a lot of sales order. And that is not going to happen probably, not unless if there is a breaking news. So now there is a lot of potential for that ES going back to the 84 level. But the destination is you have to watch out for the 278875, because this one here, the yellow lines are the critical areas where you should not be taking trades long anymore. Most likely this market is going to project from that line. And then because it's a Friday, around 1 o'clock afternoon, when all those amateur traders leaves, this is where most of the older guys start coming in, because most of the time on Friday, the target, the market start trending one direction, either short or long. As long as nothing spook in this market, the probability today on a Friday is a little bit exceptional. Our rules, we should not take anything long from anything once the market enter that area. But right now, because it's a Friday, I will not be surprised to see this market hitting the 2794. I will not be surprised. Usually after 1 o'clock on a Friday, when everybody go home, this is where this market start taking direction. So if we also, again, we will look at the 3 minutes, it's more like more related to those traders. We have an entry point as we speak right now. We have a little bumper at 88.75. Also, it's the same numbers, whether you are using the 3 minutes or 15 minutes. It's the same. It's the same whether you are using a 15 minutes or you are using the 3 minutes. Is the same target, the same number, the same problem, the same level, the same key for those. Uh, Once you know the keys, the numbers for any given market, and you know which direction this market is going, you start see the difference in your trading. So right now, we are using an ATM on the YM and Nasdaq. We already hit the target. That's why you don't see any trades on them. Once it hits the target, it hits the target. And right now we are 170 ticks into the profit based on one contract and one contract only, folks. So this is a really, it's not bad at all. And for the Forex trader right now, we are 123 ticks based on the last entry as well. So I'm gonna leave everything for you here. Now you got the idea, and you're very welcome to follow any of those signals. So right now, in order for us to get short trade on the ES, we have to break a lot of levels. So keep thinking, folks, about pullback, re-entry, and right now there is no short. And despite when you see this charts now, they are blinking like a Christmas tree. Does mean there is a lot of sales order coming in, but I doubt it very seriously. This market able to break all those levels, and sometimes this market can surprise us and show us fake uh, movement in the market. So do not get excited by now because your indicators start pointing short. We are very far from short, and absolutely there is a major support areas in those level, and the Nasdaq is not going to be breaking down or the YM until we see that ES breaking every single level in here. So that's why it is always good to look at your high time frame here and look at if we see on the 15 minutes level right now is exactly right in line with the 83.75 level. It's flirting with that number, and as you see, look at this, and this is uh, you can see how accurate it is, and has not been able to break those areas. In order for that ES, or if you want to take a YM Nasdaq right now, we need, even if we have short trade on the Nasdaq right now, it cannot confirm by the ES. It's gonna be going sideways until the ES give in to the short position. What we see here is a very strong right now, heavy support in those areas. We have a heavy support at 83.50, heavy support at 83. Then we have 81.75. Then we have 81 level, and then we have 80.50. So we have to break. We have to break four walls. Then at the end of it, there is a pullback re-entry is sitting waiting on us at 2778 if there's any pullback on that market. So this fake movement in the market, you should not be getting excited over. And sometimes uh, when you are using those normal indicators, they start pointing short because they have seen short. As you see, the charts that were blinking like a Christmas tree, and they were showing some short trade, some short sellers, and we didn't react to it because we can see it. We know where are the keys are on the ES. We know where this ES is going. We know where is the support line. We need to have confirmation before we react to the market. If you do those steps, doesn't matter what system you got, as long as you understand the keys in the market, the numbers in the market, you should be very fine, and you should not be worried about missing any trend because any market or any new number, the market goes back to confirm. So it is much profitable for you, whatever system you are using, uh, to to wait on the pullback re-entry and not to try to react to the market false movement on the first breakout. First breakout, nevertheless. Always when there is a breakout, the market go back and confirm. So this trick, you are in control with the market and you're not reacting to every single bumper in the market. That is going to give you a little more edge for you to be in charge with the trade. Folks, we have a bunch of works to do. I would love to stay with you guys, but you are very welcome to follow the signals. I will keep my eye in here if I see anything different. But at the moment, what I see is nothing but just a pullback. And then there is um, uh, re-entry on the ES until if the sellers took over, I will be informing you. Keep your eye on the new signals, and it's giving you the direction. As we look right now, we have a little trouble on the 30-year Treasury bond. I don't like. If we look in sequence with the market, is always if you keep the 30-year Treasury bond should be going the opposite direction of the ES. And right now, this market is not lining up very well. That's why you see this volatility. How? If we look at the ES, is on the buy signal entry. This is very fine. The YM is on a buy entry long. This is very fine. They should be in sequence. Nasdaq it is on is in sequence. But what I don't like right now in this market situation is the 30-year Treasury bond is going in the same direction of the ES, and this is not right. So there is something wrong. Either the Nasdaq, the ES should be long, and the 30-year Treasury bond should be into the short position, or vice versa. So this is sometimes when you see those on the ES and the 30-year Treasury bond going in the same direction, most of the time, 90% does mean there is a volatility in this market. So one of them is wrong. I don't know if the 30-year Treasury bond is the wrong direction or the ES is going to the wrong direction. Most of the time when you see this market is in sequence, like as an example, the ES going long, the YM is going long, the Nasdaq is going long, the 30-year Treasury bond is going to the opposite direction, you find this market going very smooth. When you see the 30-year Treasury bond going in the opposite direction and is coming in parallel with the ES, that means one of them is wrong. So this is really can cause sometimes a problem if you are not aware of it. So folks, right now we are 106,907 based on one contract. And let me see. We still we still have a lot of open trades on the automated trade, and all of them going in the long direction. So this is an example. The YM on this new auto trade got an entry at 25940, and is still climbing on that direction. The 1 minute just took a trade. So all of them going to the long position. This is the first trade on the YM. And if we want to look at the, we are using one with a filter and one without the filter. It's a new auto trade. We are testing it. And let me okay, just a close position. This one here, the YM, without, just close this position. A little volatility. We started all of them around 8.15. We had a couple bad trades, and now just close that trade on the YM. One is with a filter, one is without a filter. So a very friendly use, this new auto trade. This is the first phase on it, and we have a new update on the second phase on it. We have not released it yet, but it's coming very soon. That auto trade is different than the other auto trades. What it is for try to have this. This is the swing trading, and trying to survive volatilities. That's and some traders don't know how to read the market really before they start the auto trade. So we come in with an auto trade can survive a lot of a flat market actually. So this is the direction to go with it. Very friendly. And let me see what the Nasdaq did on 150 ticks. And the Nasdaq did took one trade around 8 o'clock, 8:10, and we were done. This one and like the other ones, just say close position, forced close position, because the target is 400, and then you have the slippage commission, so you'll wind up around 480, 485, depends on the slippage and commission. And if we look at the CL, is taking one trade right now on the CL, and right now we are in that trade. Actually, there is a lot of volatility on the CL, but if you notice, we started around 8 o'clock. One winner, two winner, three winners, four winner trades, and is about to be finished on the CL as well. This is good. 4 out of 4. This is very good. Cannot get any better than that. So, folks, you're very welcome to um, follow those signals. Right now, there is not much action to do. It's just a pullback, and I will not react to the trades, those ones here. Okay, folks, I'll stay quiet for a few minutes, and if you have any questions to our traders, you can chat with me on the other channel. Thank you very much. To our trader, no, on the 150 ticks, the CL, one of our clients asking Tandem. To our trader, no, on the 150 ticks, the CL. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, no, I'm not using any filter, my friend. It is just 150 ticks Hakanachi without any filters. And took one, two, three, four trade, five trade actually, and it closed right into the 500 daily target. Um, did this get your point, sir? Did this getting your point? Again, guys, do not let this market spook you like this. We are back in here to the support line. Don't let it fool you. We need to see much lower number before we go short. This is where traders start getting lost and they think the market is going short. It's not. Right now, if you don't have any trade in the market, stay away. And we need to make sure all those lines are broken before we can go short. By now, your MACDs, your ATRs, your momentums are pointing short. Sometimes you nail it, but most of the times you don't. So be careful with that. Don't fall into those traps. Stay. If you're not in a trade, stay away from the short right now. If you are on a long trade, don't let this market spook you like this. We will see. I'm keeping my eye on it for you. One of our client asked me to cover the CL. You got it, buddy. On the CL, we have a sell entry CL, no big deal. Here is your problem with the CL, sir. We have the entry right. The auto trade took that trade, and the CL is trying to break that number. That's why you can see the CL is getting stuck with that support line. Look how accurate it is. And it is flirting with the 57.29. Once we break the 29 level, we have another bumper at 57.25. Once we done that, we are hitting the target, but not before. So right now the problem with the CL, it is facing that support, and you can see is to the take your support line, and you do have the zones. So if you look at your chart, sir, uh, I know you have the zones. So this one here, 57.29, and you can see how this market is sitting right there at that number. It's not over yet. And then we have a little bumper here also on the 57.25. Once we break those levels, sir, you will be hitting directly to the 57.14. 57.14. The same thing. Thank you, Vito. The ones they are our members, they are talking to me. As you see, my friend, we are. They try to spook those traders by going down, and by then, when this market was going down and showing fake short sales, uh, a lot of people did get out of those trades. But the reality is, the direction is 88.75, and the ES fell to break those areas. You don't need too many indicators. We have a bunch of indicators in your package. There is over 100 indicators. But keep it simple. Try to see uh, where those keys in the market. Again, the keys, folks. Keys is the for the future trading, not indicators. So as you see, for this gentleman on this CL, we had the signal perfect, but then the market came in and bumped into the 57.29 one time, two times, three times, four times, five times, six times, seven times, eight times, nine times to our support line. That indicate that CL, there is not enough short sellers to penetrate those area here to go directly to the target. That is causing the market going back, trying to find an exit somewhere. So now we are going back to test the 57.40, and even if we pass the 57.40, we are going to test the 57.48, and this is a potential re-entry on the pullback. It is not means long. This is 90% of the traders make the same mistakes over and over. They're following a MACD, they're following ATRs, they are following indicators. Indicators are following the market, they're not predicting. So this is a really, once you start knowing those area here, the market become much easier. Life will be much easier on your head. We're trying to now watch this market here, folks. The 57.40, the market is testing it, and if you are out of a trade with the CL, that means there is a potential re-entry at 57.47, because this is a really thick wall in here. There is not a long trade. The same thing happened on the ES. The market, they showed a lot of sells in there, and that spooked on most of the traders, and they know your stop loss is between 10 and 25 ticks most, and that's exactly what happened. Come in, knock out everybody out of their misery, and now they are going and taking off with it as expected. So there we go again, guys. This is a live data. It's not a replay like some other do. As you see here, the market has tested the 57.40, and now if we are able to break the 57.40, the re-entry short is going to be at 57.47. And look, where is this market flirting with? It's right in line, folks. Right in line. You see, it is magic. You see, the market came in right there, and now it's trying to find an exit, either this direction or that direction. Once you understand those, folks, you are in charge. If we look at the ES right now, the ES is just trying to enter that level we have talked about 2 times in that session. Once we hit this target here, 88.75, by then everybody going home, and most likely today, by the end of the Friday, it will be 2794, not unless if there is some breaking news or somebody did something, But this market working like a clock, I don't see anything wrong with it. So the market is really working like a clock, like supposed to. The only thing I don't like it, which is causing volatility, is the 30-year Treasury bond is going in the same direction as the ES, which I do not like. But we are going in the right direction. And at the moment, we have 222 takes based on one lot and one contract only. So this is a really, once you understand those things here, is the very easy to the. Of course, sometimes we make a mistake. Of course, sometimes signals fail. Of course, sometimes a market is not going to hold on a fib. Welcome to trading. There is nothing we can do, but we can predict 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. This is very good number to predict, folks. Don't underestimate that. So, so right now we are right in line with everything, and I don't see. The only thing I wish to see the 30-year Treasury bond go into the short side, and that will make me happy when I see the 30-year. But other than that, this market is working like a clock. Once the market is working like a clock, there is nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna stay quiet again, and I'll keep my eye, and then try to guide you guys as much as I can. Thank you. Okay, folks, we delivered as we said. We have delivered what we have said, and there we go. We are going to deliver 88.75 for you guys. 88.75. This is the key, folks. And now again, we are delivering the CL for you. The CL has come in, fell. It's trying to find a breakout at 57.29. And maybe we can hit double jackpot here and get it over with for today, Friday. So I'm sitting on it here to see what will happen. And okay, we are about to hit the right in target. So hang on, guys. Hang on. We have delivered the ES right on target, gentlemen. Right on target, right there. Look at it. Right on target. It's finished. Uh, all our guys close position. Not unless if you want to stay for a whole Friday afternoon, the market is going to pull back, and then we're going to have some kind of breakout. Sometimes, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. And then if this market, there is nothing going to spook this market, the end of the day, the target is 2794. We delivered right on target, and look how accurate it is. As expected, folks, as expected. And now for the ES trader, the CL trader, we have called it for you 15 minutes ago. Let's watch this one again. Welcome to trading. This is a new auto trade. 390 on that trade. That's very fine. Filtered. You can see where the CL is struggling at 57.48, followed by 57.50. Be careful with this CL. It's trying to break that area here, 89 level. You see where it's struggling, the ES? Loud and clear. The first one hit the 89 level. The second one hit the 89 level. The third bar hit the 89 level. So right now, look at it. Start sinking right front of your eye. Right front of your eye, folks. Start sinking. If we look at the 3 minutes, they're all the same number. If you look at the 3 minutes, it's the same numbers, the same keys. It's not like when you are loading at 3 minutes and 5 minutes, it's going to be a different story. It's going to be all the same story, folks. Welcome to trading. Okay, let's start. Now we are at 88.25. As you see, the CL fell on the double resistance. Every time you see double support, double resistance, you can make a bet out of it. 8 out of 10 is going to fail, or it's going to hold that support. Once you are in control with that market, you can auto trade, you can manual trade. Most 70% of automated traders, because they don't know how to trade. Fine, fair enough. But it's also nice to know what's going on in the market when you are auto trading. What is the problem right now in this market? Right now on the ES, doesn't matter if you are using our system or somebody else's system, that's very fine. At least I know why that auto trade is struggling in this area. You know, so don't say it is not my problem, I'm auto trading. Yes, it is your problem because you are auto trading, you are manual trading. You have to be aware of your situation in the market. It's not just push button, lift off, and now we are on the moon happily living after. I mean, we have to look and see what's going on in this market. So if we look at the 3 minutes YM, just close position, now they start falling. All those auto trades, they start closing positions because it is the right direction. And this is one trade, get it over with. Thank you. After a slippage and commission, 470, this is not bad at all. Out of one trade. As you see right now, this is where we called the sell entry, re-entry, pullback re-entry on the CL at that number 57.48. And I said to hold on. If you go back to this video, I said to hold on. This is not long. This is the first bumper we have. This is the second bumper we have. Yes, yes. I don't know. I don't know about you, sir, if you have your fib lines or not. Well, if you subscribe to them, you have it. Let's look at the auto trades that start taking off. And if we look at the swing trading, the 5-minute swing trading, we are 740. I mean, you can see why the first bad trade, why it was. And when the market start taking direction, we immediately 740 on the swing trading. And this is the 5 minutes. And this is the 3 minutes. Again, if we look between the 5 minutes and the 3 minutes, they both had a bad trade at the beginning, one losing trade. So if we look between the 3 minutes and the 5 minutes, they have one bad trade. And then on the 5 minutes, we are on that trade, 760. And this one here is 980. So once this market taking direction, we are doing fine on that. As you see right now, the market, how it start once those for less than $1 a day. There is a big difference between maximize your profit, between maximizing your profit and take your profit, or lose a couple $100 on that trade because you don't have those lines. And now, where is this ES going? The CL is over. Once I break that one, is over. There is no more on the CL. So right now, where is this ES going? Now we are done. We managed to guide you to the target, and we're done. Some of you have already closed position. Where is this ES going? As you see, the system is already plotting your projection. Your projection level at the 2786.25, and your bet is going to be projecting from that number. So if this market falling, it's too late to take a trade in here. But if this market decide to pull back, this is your key entry at 86.25. So this is the re-entry point, because we are going in a long direction. We are dismissing the short. There is no confirmation on the short. So let's look at this market. Watch it, folks. Now, those guys, they are selling. There are a lot of sales orders coming in. As you see, there's lighted like a Christmas tree with the sell orders. Okay, for those guys that following that selling and buying, everybody knows they this miss those position millisecond before they get filled. So what you are doing, you are shooting in the hot air, and all those numbers are. You will find out those numbers, the sell orders and the buy orders. Most of them are fake to buy time in the market. So good luck with that, because as you see, start to blink in red, showing there is a sell order. There we go. And the market go in the opposite direction. Good luck with that. Welcome to trading. Good luck with that. So, um, where is the entry on the NASDAQ? Okay, yes, sir. Here's your key, sir. Here's your key. It's right in front of you. The true average price is 7076.25, followed by a support at 77.50. This is exactly 77.50. Watch this market at 77.50. Watch this market on the ES at 2786.25. 2786.25 on the ES, and watch that number here, folks, the 7725. Watch those numbers. Those are keys, gentlemen. Those are your keys. This is your keys for pullback re-entry, taking a profit, evaluate your situation in the market, and those are the numbers, not your indicators. Not your indicators. Again, don't follow indicators, follow keys in the market. So let's look at this market. You can see the ES is fallen. We nailed it to the tick on the way up. We nailed it to the tick. We predicted 15 minutes ahead of time where this market is going to be projecting. And now this is where the pullback re-entry is at 86.25, folks. 86.25. It is your magic key. And here it is loud and clear. The market is gonna 7750 for your uh, Nasdaq. So there we go. So there is no short. There is no confirmation about short. There is only pullback re-entry. This is where a normal auto trade can go long and short and short and long, and this is one of the options we have made on all our auto trades. Sadly, not too many people listen, but on cases like this, we did not do it for a luxury. When you have the auto trades, because now there is the auto trades take short and long. They close position, open position. You do not have to touch it, without a doubt. But right now, when you know what's going on in the market, you have a different option that you can manage different instruments when you are looking at the market in the right direction. Then we can say to that auto trade, you know what, take long only. So now the auto trade is not going to go fall into the false movement in the market, because when the market taking a dive, most of the traders start jumping, scared that they are going to miss a trade, and because they don't have the eye for it, or they don't have the proper tools for it. Maybe they're following the buyers and the sellers or MACDs or indicators, and they are missing the whole point here. But when you know your levels, you know the direction of that market, that is going to increase your profit, because now you are managing the auto trade, you are directing the auto trade, they are doing the trade for you, excuse me, without getting involved in the trade. But when you are trying to manage those auto trades, you will find out that uh, combining automated trade with knowledge is a very powerful thing. Not knowing anything about the market and auto trading, now you're throwing yourself the risk of the mercy of that auto trade you are using, if it's good or bad. Some of them are extremely bad. Some of them, they require 50 and 100 ticks of stop loss. What kind of auto trade is that? You need to use 50 ticks of stop loss. Might as well flip a coin. It's much cheaper for you. So the things is knowledge in conjunction with auto trade, they are extremely profitable. And even if you you know emotionally, you cannot take a trade that's very fine, but at least you should control your emotion to look at the chart, say, hey, you know what, we have a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem here. Two yellow lines. This is no for any more long trade. And we have a fib line. It's telling me less than $1 a day, telling me, you got to be careful. So, I mean, I don't need a brilliant trader to see that. It does not require a brilliant, experienced, 10 years experience or 20 years experienced traders to read two yellow lines and one pink color saying, this is your limitation on that trade. Knowledge is number one. It's not one of the mistake. They say, how much you think I need to use for future trading? Future trading is a very high risk trading if you don't have a knowledge. So if you take a guy with $5,000, have the knowledge, he can go with this 5,000. Or if you get a guy with $50,000 and has no knowledge in the market, he's gonna spend this 50,000 faster than this guy have 5,000. Despite any market you are trading, there is extreme high risk. And if you don't understand the risk and the knowledge in the market, you're fooling yourself. We can point at the system, we can point at the auto trade. You can say, blame Ninja Trader, you can blame the wife, the children. At the end of the day, the only one you need to blame is yourself, folks, because it is right in front of you in red and green, and it's up to you what you do with it. It's up to you what you can do with it. As we see right now, based on the last entry signal, it's not the whole day. We have 280 ticks into the profit based on one contract, not the 3 contracts, not 4 contracts, not 2 contracts. The market analyzer is based on one contract. You have an entry, target, entry, target, entry, target. At the moment, at the NASDAQ, we have 89 ticks into the profit based on the last entry signal. So right now, we are going back to retest those levels. Once we are done with those levels here, I'm going to be giving you, we promise you to guide you all the way to here, but I'm going to extend my hours on the live trade, which I'm extremely busy today. And we will see, we will wait a few more minutes to see if we can get you to your target. It's at the end of the day, as I said at the beginning of this video, is 27.94. That is the end of the day. Once you hit the 27.94, kiss this market goodbye, close your platform, go have a life, buy a flower to your wife, take your children out to eat, do something on a Friday, stand looking at numbers. So let's see if we are going to hit the target on the 1 minute. The daily target on the 1 minute right now is 279175. On the 3 minutes, it is 2794, and also the same number on the 15 minutes is 2794. So they are very close to each other. I give you those numbers. We're not, and now we are gonna guide you to the last trade, and it is 2792. As you notice right now, the system on the market analyzer is staying consistent on the entry and the target. But the chart, we have one customer. He's a hell of a guy. He's an Italian guy. He said, I wish I was his neighbor. Well, I'm so glad I'm not your neighbor. So, uh, no, sir. I'm so glad I'm not your neighbor. I'm a very private person. Um, I like to eat in peace, not talking about the market when I'm going somewhere. So the target has been readjusted on your chart, folks, and now the target has went up to 92.50. Okay, we climbed from zero to $500, and now the market is just the resistance level become a support line. The resistance level right now become a support line. So that's why you don't need to worry about the breaking out, because every new number the markets make has to go back and confirm every time. So don't be scared that you are going to be missing a trend. Even if you miss a trend once in a while, big deal. If you count how many loser trades you have had in your life because you're trying to jump on every bumper, or you try to be relaxed with this market and let this market come into you and get filled where you feel it is you are protected. As you see right now, the resistance line become a support, folks. The resistance line become a support line, and look what happened to the market. The market are trying to take off, pulling back to the support line one time, two times, three times, and that it is an indication of pullback re-entry. Out of all those last 28 years right now, we have seen a lot of action. The only thing is working in this business until today is identify trend, pullback, re-entry. That is the end of it. There is a lot of whatnots come out. It's the same indicators, tweak indicators, but the same whatnots, the same story, the same sad story. They come out very strong, and then they fell after a couple months. They come out very strong. They fell after a couple of 3 months. The only thing I know has been working for the last 28 years is identify trend, pullback, re-entry. That is the end of the story, folks. There is no genius about it. So right now we are, and here's the thing is with the market, is always trying to crawl right under your nose. As we see here, we started when we first started, we started around what 100 take into the profit. The market pulled back forth, pulling back and forth, and then before you know it, it's a 300 takes into the profit, right under your eye, right under your nose, and there we go. You missed the boat. Why? Because you got scared, or you thought this market is changing direction when the market is not changing direction. It's a pullback. It is sometimes a lot of traders, they fall into those traps. 95% of those traders, they cannot make money in the market because they are following indicators, or they are following how many buyers and sellers. What about these buyers? If there is 20,000 order and this guy dismissed that order millisecond before he gets filled, what you gonna do with this information? Just I'm asking you, what you want to do with this information when this guy sneak it right under your nose and cancel this order? So most of those fake orders, there we go, folks. It's gonna be very nice, a juicy weekend. And now We are $675 into that trade, and now it's struggling right there at 91.75. We are hitting the target. Now, as you see, the 1 minute target now has moved up on the chart. Now we have given us a new trade, which is telling us, because of this market extending the trend, now we are at the 93.50. So this is always the system trying to update you on the chart, and it is very firm on the market analyzer. And there we go, folks. Closing position, $750. $750 just because you know the knowledge, just because you know your levels and you know your keys. Just a second, folks. Okay, folks, look at this. We missed our target by one tick. We missed our target by one tick. And now the market is pulling back. Now we have a new target, 95. So here's what you can do. You can close it at target 27.95, okay? And this one is 27.95. There is a pullback, and now we are going back to climb to the older target, 93.50, if you want to. Or you can keep going with it. Where is the stop loss on that auto trade? The reason I'm not using automated to trailing stop, I hate it. Where is my trailing stop if I want to keep staying with that trend all night long? What we have done, we don't like a dummy trailing stops. It's the most pathetic things ever I heard of, that trailing stop, a dummy trailing stop. So here is, you can take one of those trades out and stay on one, or you can keep, if you wanted to go on a longer range, you can go below the fib line, or if you want to, you can stay under the trailing stop one or two. But this is an option to the trader, what he want to do with those trades, you know. So let's look at it. And right now we are 343 ticks based on the last entry signal. And let's look if we can walk away with $750 on that trade. Also, if you notice, you have reversals. The reversals start giving you warning. They do not repaint our reversal. We have an R4, R6. The higher the number is, the stronger the reversal is. And I really would like to see it closing at 750. At the moment, we are on 354 ticks into the profit based on the last entry signal. Not all day long, folks. There we go, 800. I want to close it because we are extremely busy today. I cannot stay all day long guiding traders. But this is on $800 trade. Now we are 363 ticks into the profit, 361 ticks based on one lot, 1 minute market analyzer. And there we go. I want to say thank you to all our traders. They followed me on that trade, our members. And we will see you on Monday webinar. We have not got the release on the second layer for the T7, but we are maybe over the weekend we get the release for this new auto trade. This is the second trade on the 1 minute ES, 250 on that trade. So I want to say thank you very much today. And if you like us, please give us a thumb up. And I want to advise my traders to flatten everything and have a life, and not stay all day long. Not unless if you want to stick to the 95 level, folks. It's been a pleasure serving every one of you. And I want to say God bless every one of you. And we wish every trader out there, whether it's ours or somebody else, is irrelevant. We wish you the best in your trading. Please be careful with your trading. 2019 is not a one piece of cake. And so please, we try to share our knowledge for free to the public and at your own risk. And I guess that's all what I have. Thank you, and God bless you all. See you all next week, and I will promise I'll try to go live. Thank you, sir. I will try. We've been extremely busy lately, and we have a lot of updates, updating servers, systems. There is a new updates for the zones. I mean, we are extremely busy with that. So let me see before we close. Can we nail it? Come on. Yes, sir. Members only webinars. Yes, sir. Okay, that's it. God bless you all. See you. Wish you a very nice weekend. Bye for now.